uncut, unedited, tell the truth, and shame the devil. I love being black. All right, all right, all right, all right. I love being black. You already know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited. Tell the truth. And what? And shame the devil. I love being black. Come on in, people. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. I love you. Already know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited. Tell the truth. And what? And shame the devil. All right, I love being black. We're going to be talking about, matter of fact, let me just say Happy New Year's to everybody. New Year, actually. This is now 2024, and we got some battles that we got to fight. I am the crime chaser, and I only not just talk about crime, but I talk about other things that's concerning the black community, our black race. So get used to it. I'm not going to shut up. Get used to it. Get used to it. You already know what it is. You know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited. Tell the truth. And what? And shame the devil. Come on in. I love being black. All right, people. All right. All right, people. I'm ready to get it in this morning. I'm ready to get it in. I'm fired up. I'm fired up. It's live, uncut, unedited. I got my YouTube audience on here. Facebook, YouTube, make sure you like this video, share it. Facebook, make sure you like it and share it. I'm going to tell you some things that's going to help you. Crime prevention tips, things that I've learned in the past that can help you. That can help you now. Now, if it's your time to go, it's just your time to go. But I can tell you some things that can help you avoid some situations, certain situations. Let's get that now. I can't guarantee your life now, but I guarantee you some things I can tell you through experience and watching. I tell you. And let me tell you something. I'm not on here to tell nobody to turn the other cheek. I'm not on here to tell nobody to take the high road. I'm not on here to tell you to say none of that. But I will tell you, defend yourself at all costs. That's your God-given right to defend yourself. If any man threaten you or bring bodily harm to you, you have that right to protect yourself. Don't be no fool at all. This is the school of no fools. You better believe that. Don't care where you at in the USA. This is the school of no fools. Protect yourself at all costs. Anything that's left unprotected will be taken away. This is my first video for 2024, and I'm starting out with a bang. I'm torching. I'm burning things up. If it ain't right, it's got to go. Period. Period. You got some people out here that's hungry, and they're willing to do anything to kill you for some money, sell you out for some money, rat on you for some money, lie to you for some money, steal from you for some money, cheat on you for some money. The Bible tells us that for the love of money, not money, he said the love of money is the root of all evil. And when you trace a lot of evil that's going on to this day and time, it's because of money. It's because of money. This is real, people. So I'm going to give you some safety tips that might help you along the way. But if it's your time to go, it's your time to go. Nothing you can do. Safety tips is good, but you got to listen. I tell you. And again, don't let no man or woman tell you not to protect yourself. If somebody's saying something to you, it's your right to speak back, to say something back. Period. And I wrote a letter tonight, this morning, that I'm not apologizing to no sexual abusers, none of them. I'm not locking arms with them. I'm not squashing no beef. I'm not doing it. Period. You might as well delete me because I ain't going at all. At all. Enough is enough, people. These unruly, profane people out here that's using the internet as a bully tool, they got to be stopped. I don't want to hear that, oh, that's just so-and-so, she like that way or he like that way. No, he or she going to get dealt with. If you coming in the community activist family, you're going to get dealt with. If you call yourself representing black people, you're going to get dealt with. You can't be on here calling yourself a community activist saying that you're going to slap a woman or you're going to shoot somebody, kill. You can't be on here doing that, not representing us. And I'm not going to lock arms with nobody like that. I always come in peace unless otherwise. And one thing about the crime chaser, you'll never hear me say what I'm going to do to a man. You'll never hear that. That's not my information. I don't get down like that. But what you will hear me say, just as much as you ready to kill, you better be ready to die. What you will hear me say, I'm going to protect myself at all costs. It's my God-given right. Whether that be verbal, physical, whatever it may be, Martin Johnson going to protect himself. I'm a fighter. I'm a warrior. I'm in a war of good and evil, right and wrong. I'm in a spiritual warfare. I'm pulling down strongholds and everything that exalts itself against the knowledge of God. See, I realize that everybody that's talking about heaven ain't going. I realize that everybody that's standing in the pulpit, that's laying hands on folks, they ain't going to heaven. I realize that everybody's shouting and speaking in tongues and screaming and praying and screaming and hollering. They ain't about God. I realize a lot of them not. They're using a form of religion as a mockery, as an open shame to the world. I'm not going. I'm not locking arms with these folks no more. It's over with for me, people. It's over. I mean, it's over, and I'm not playing about this. Either we going to get down to business and do what's right by people or leave this thing alone, period. Period. Not playing with nobody this year. This is 2024, and I mean it. I mean it to the, I'm going to fight to the last drop of blood in my body. You can't come from my jugular, and I'm supposed to sit here, we shall overcome. That ain't going to happen. I'm not Martin Luther King. I told you guys, I'm Malcolm. I'm a fighter. I'm a fighter. I'm a Marcus Garvey. That's what I am. I tell you, you can't come to me and I ain't gonna fight. Don't tell me. Don't come in my inbox and talk about squash something. I ain't squashing nothing with that devil. That's a devil. And he means the community that he's trying to serve no good. And if we can't protect the children, we need to sit down and shut our mouth. This is what this is about, our future. Our children are our future, and if we don't protect them, we don't need to be here, period. We got to protect our children from predators, gangbangers, all above, murderers, all of them. We got to protect them. Some folks have made a covenant with hell. They have said, I'm going to do this until I die. This is who I am. And we're going to expose you. This is where we tell the truth. Tell the truth. And what? And shame the devil. I mean it. So God help me. I mean it. Folks, it's time to take it up another level. Our people is in trouble. We're in trouble. I see it coming, people. I see it. We're going to be fourth, we're going to be third and fourth and fifth class citizens in the United States, people. There's a genocide that's coming upon our people. And a lot of this stuff We're doing it to ourselves, people. This is real. We have people out here that don't mean the black race no good. They out for their own sexual pleasure desires. And when I call them out, they get mad. And I'm not finna go along. Long as I got this platform, I'm going to thresh. I'm going to cry loud and spare not. I'm going to stand on the wall. I'm not going to be like them preachers they talk about in the Old Testament. They are dumb dogs. And they can't bark. And they love to drink until the next day, and so on. Some of these folks out here, they claiming that they are preacher. They claiming that they are anointing. How you anointing and you out here destroying lives? How you out here anointing when you don't know what you like? Don't have me to go there because I will, because I'm not afraid of it. Period. But we're going to get to the subject. But I had to let God lead me. Say what I got to say. And I said unapologetic. Now I'm like Dr. Charles G. Hayes. He said, I'll run before I take it back. And then I add more to it. I mean what I say, and I say what I mean. I love to laugh. I love to have fun. But there's a time and purpose for everything. And right now it's time to get right, church, and let's go home. Period. If we can't do what's right for the people, we need to shut up and sit down and stop coming before people and act like we are angel. It's real talk. Quit playing with these people. This is 2024, people. This is a brand new year. This is a day that we've never seen before. This is a year that we've never seen before. Somebody didn't make it last night. Somebody left their house last night with the plans of bringing it into new year and didn't make it. The death angel knocked on their door. Knocked on their door. And one thing we got in common with any rich people that listen to this, we got 24 hours a day. God give us 24 hours a day. We do have that. And what you do with it is on you. You have to manage your time while you're here on earth this short time. God ain't playing with none of us. None of us. The Bible said the harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few. So pray forth that the Lord of the harvest send forth laborers. Our people need help. Our people are getting fired on these jobs. They've been discriminated against when they go into these banks, buying homes, getting loans, and all that. You see it. You see it. We have fought in every war that America have ever had in this country. We have brought inventions to this country. And we're being treated like third and fourth citizens, class citizens. It's real talk. And I'm going to tell you, people, don't watch what I say, watch what I do. That's what matters. At the end of the day, I can get on here and talk a good game. I can have a good speech and fair words and deceive the hearts of the simple, but watch the way I live. Again, you can't live a life of a liar and die truthful. Some folks, they are con artists. They're always taking up donations. They're always taking but never giving. You better watch them too. You better watch. Some folks, they ain't looking to serve. They looking to be served. Y'all better watch who you give your money to. This is 2024. You got to watch who you put your support behind. Don't just listen to what I say. Watch me. Watch all of us that's in front of us that's claimed to be a community activist or a benefit to community. Watch us all. And I'm not saying that all of us perfect? No. But I tell you one thing, I love being black, and I ain't finna take advantage of no person. No little girl, no little boy, none of that. Not even a sister. Watch people background, research them, what they about. They all, listen, man, I can name about 20 people that I know this particular activist got into with everybody. So you mean to tell me you done got into it with 20 different people and it's all their fault? You take no accountability to none of it. You're always getting into it with somebody. And you take no accountability. Your time is up. I'm here to tell you your time is up on this internet. Bullying people with your bullying platform is up. It's up, and we ain't taking it no more. And anybody riding with you, I ain't locking arms with them either, period. Because you are the devil. You should have been checked long time ago. That's why you keep carrying on the way you're carrying on, because ain't nobody check you. They didn't let you get away. But this one ain't going to let you get away at all. I'm going to thrive on you. I'm going to thrive on you. I promise you I am. I ain't going to stop. And don't come in my inbox talking about squashing some beef, because it ain't no beef. This against truth against a liar. Period. I love being black. And I'm talking about a black person standing in front trying to bully people. Bully. I can't stand a bully, people. I can't stand it. But you pick with the right one this time. I told you. You pick with the right one this time, and I got you. I got you. And I ain't playing with you. You ain't going to recover. Run that back over there. Run it back to him. I mean her, whoever he or she want to be. Well, both of them, male or female, whoever it is. Run that back to him. And I mean what I say. I'm starting off 2024, and these pedophiles, sex abusers, they are not hiding no more, and we're going to expose them, and they ain't going to be around our children. Period. They're going to be identified. Period. I love being black. Playing with nobody, people. Listen. Don't listen to me if you don't want to listen to me. Watch what I do. Just watch my work. That's all I'm asking. Watch my work. Watch my loyalty. Watch me. That's all I'm asking. Some of y'all been following me for 5, 6, 7 years, or 1 year, 6 months. Watch my work. A man and a woman is known by the fruits they bear. Watch them. And I always tell you people, be careful of people that have nothing good to say about nobody. Always confrontational. You got to watch them type of people. You need to run for your life because they're no good. You can't trust them. They're always apologizing, and 5 months later, they back at it again. Then after they get squashed, they back at it again. If a person keep doing the same thing over and over and over, they don't mean it at all. They don't mean it. And don't be no fool to accept apology from somebody like that. Let them get mad. I don't care if none of them don't like me. I ain't scared of none of them. And I owe none of them nothing. Nothing but the love of God. And I can love them from a distance. Nothing. I'm not in bed with no man. Not in bed with him. No, I'm nothing. He ain't got nothing on me. Nothing. I mean, absolutely nothing. It's all hearsay. Period. This the truth. Ain't no shenanigans. This the truth. And see, some of y'all women out there, y'all pamper this messy stuff. You love it because you messy. And when a real man check another man, oh, no. This is a man checking a man. Well, call himself a man. This is how men check men. You got to get checked. And if I'm wrong, I got to get checked. Period. Ain't no shenanigans. If your son get violated, who you going to come to? You'll be in my inbox calling me to put it out there. I warned you. This ain't no joke. This is about our children. This is my first message of 2024, and I want to make sure it resonates throughout the activist community. Real talk. I'm not playing with none of them. If you're not standing for the people, I'm not standing with you, period. I'm not going to put you in my video. I'm not going to bring you on my platform, and I'm not going to mention your name. And I'm not going to share your videos or like on them. And don't come on me, let's take a picture. I ain't taking no picture with you either. This is true, people. Not playing with nobody. Around here destroying people's lives, then I'm supposed to be shut up and don't say nothing. I got to live with that in my mind. No, it ain't going to happen. You ain't finished destroying no life, not on my watch. Now, I know you're low down and dirty. Period. People, don't ever let nobody tell you can't fight. I'm a fighter. And a lot of y'all followed me on them nail salon protests. I was fighting. Gave it my all. I was fighting. Didn't quit. I was like a pit bull. I was locked on. And one thing about Martin G. Johnson, a.k.a. the crime chaser, I don't bother nobody. Nobody. Until you come at me. And when you come at me, I'm going to deal with you with the same amount of force that you bring at me. Period. Oh, I can go there. And I ain't no joke either, people. I know a lot of y'all don't see, you see a nice little guy here and helping the community, but listen, I can get ugly too. I can get low down and greasy if I want to. Trust me. I ain't always been this way. I've been on this earth 55 years. Thank God for mercy. Thank God for life. Now, if I had some down times, I had some high times, I had some crying times, I had all type of times. But thank God, he brought me through by his mercies. Nothing good that I've done is by his grace. He has brought me thus where I'm at right now. And I appreciate him for able to see 2024. I appreciate him that he has blessed me with a platform, not on here just showing titties, thighs, and butt and all that, popping booties and all that. This is about truth, righteousness, and helping our community, awareness, how to be safe, where to go and not to go. We talk about politics. We talk about sexual abuse. We talk about police misconduct. We do protests. We do fires. We do car accidents. We do relationships. So don't just just don't single me down to crime. And don't anybody come on my page and tell me, won't you just be quiet and talk about crime? I'm going to block you. You need to find you another page. I'm more than just a crime chaser. I'm an intelligent brother. I love being black. Yes. Because, see, a lot of us battling with low self-esteem of who we are. We're afraid to say the word black in public around white folks. We say minority because it's political correct. If I'm going to get in trouble saying black, I guess I'm going to have to be in trouble. Guess I'm going to have to be in trouble. I love being black. Hey, yes. Yeah. And listen, you're right, Tyrone. Muhammad, you're right. I just read your comments. You're right. I'm not just focused on negative. I'm protecting my brand just as you should protect your brand. And anybody come at you, you got a right to protect your brand. And that's what I'm doing. And I'm focused on children, same as you, adults, for a brighter future. I ain't on here begging for money. Don't get me wrong. We need money. Money right up there with oxygen. You need it to do what you have to do. But I'm not begging you to go buy me a car. I'm not begging you to buy me a house. None of that. Some of us got buildings that we're using for the movement. Some of us got cars that we're using for the movement. Some of us got equipment that we're using for the movement. And that's okay if you want to bless us. But that shouldn't be our number one priority. When we serving people. We serving people. We're not looking to be served. True servanthood is to serve. If you want to be great in this community, you got to serve. That's what greatness comes. You serve. Listen, they're gonna realize out here that the crime chaser ain't no joke out here. I ain't to be played with at all. At all. And I ain't saying I'm the toughest man out here. But I tell you one thing, I ain't no punk. I'm with it if you want to be with it. You better believe that. All right. Now let me get back into what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about some crime prevention, but I had to release that off myself. I'm sorry, people, but I had to release what came over me. All right. Number one thing, we're going to talk about 5 things. We're going to talk about the ATM machines. We're going to talk about sitting in cars. We're going to be talking about pumping gas at the gas station. We're going to talk about leaving cars running. And we're going to be talking about taking out garbage. Okay, we're going to start with the first one, ATM machines. I'm going to tell you, this is what I've observed, people. When you go into an ATM place, especially where you got to stick your card in, you got to stick your card to go. If you see some people in there already, I suggest that you wait and let them come out. That's what I would suggest. Okay? That's a safe thing. And if you inside of an ATM place and you feel in a certain type of way that somebody watching you, don't take no money out. Just leave. Get your card out. Just abort your transaction. Get your card and come on out with no money in your hand. You feel that way. You have to do that, people. You have to do it. You have to be careful because people out here hungry and they preying on weak folks that's not paying attention and don't know no better and thinking things that cannot happen to them. I witnessed some last night with some people in the ATM. A man opened up a door for another man to go inside the ATM place. So the man went in there and started doing whatever he had to do, and the man came back that opened up the door, and the man noticed that, so he opened the door for him and left right out and let him in. He knew something wasn't right. I witnessed this last night. So I thought I want to bring that to you guys. So pay attention to when you getting money out of these ATM machine lobbies. Pay attention. Watch your surrounding when you're getting money out. Go to Jewels or Walgreens to get some money out at the cashiers or something like that. Mariano's or something. Get cash back. Do that. All right. Now, we already know, we're all familiar with the sitting in cars. I've said it over and over. We know not to sit in these cars in these high crime areas. There's a lot of activity going on. We know that. I say it over and over and over. These are crime preventions now. Now, if it's your time to go, it's your time to go. But I'm going to tell you, you can avoid from being a victim. I'm just telling you some points. We always showing doom and gloom with these crime scenes and stuff like that. But now I'm telling you how to not be a victim. We all can be a victim in one way or another. So we just have to avoid the things that we know. We have to not do them. The things that we know not to do, we have to know not to do them. All right, pumping gas at the gas station. And I got to watch myself. A lot of times when we're pumping gas, we leave our car running. That's a no-no, people. We should not leave our car running while we're pumping gas. And I know it's cold outside. I do it myself, so I have to be even cautious. Because you got some folks, they're not going to pull a gun on you. They're just going to jump in your car and take off. That's what they're going to do. They're going to do it. Let me go back to the AT&T real quick. The ATM, I'm sorry. If you have to go to the ATM, try to do it early. Early. Try to do it early. All right, going back to the pumping gas and gas station. A lot of these carjackings and car being stolen happens in gas stations. A lot. You got people, if they look suspicious, they probably are suspicious. You got to be careful. Another thing is, when you're walking and you listen to your ear pods and all that, you jamming and all that, you need to have it down low. You need to pay attention to your surroundings. Well, you say, well, Martin, I listen to my music because it make the day go by faster, and I don't want no man to talk to me and all that. Listen, people, they're going to talk to you when you're looking rough or when you're looking at your best. A man is a man, period. So be careful. Be careful not able to hear behind you, because people may say anything. All right, let's go to leaving your car running in the morning. Now, let me just say this. Now, they got a device out here where they can clone or pick up your key fob and take off with your car. That's almost like not preventable. But don't make it easy for them, period. Leaving your car running in the morning. Don't leave the key in there. Some of us invest in you a self-starter where you can start your automobile or your car without the key fob in it or the key in it, because you're giving your vehicle away. And if your car get taken because you left your keys in your car, the insurance don't cover that. That's neglect. They don't cover that. I'm telling you, they don't cover that at all. They don't cover that. Also, those of you, somebody just got shot, I think last night, taking the garbage out in the wee hours in the morning. Now listen, try to take your garbage out early in the morning, not late at night, people. Don't do that, especially you single women. Come on now. Take your garbage out early in the morning. Just it ain't gonna hurt to let it sit until the morning. You going out in the evening time, it's pitch black in the alley or in the front, you're vulnerable. You got yourself open. People are hungry. You got some people that break in garages. That's their hustle. All they do is walk up and down alleys and break in garages. That's all they do. You got some people, all they do is carjack. You got some people, all they do is crack cards. You got some people, all they do is con. You got a life of crime out here, and people specialize in what they do, whether it's good or bad, right or wrong. So do not take your garbage out late at night. Well, you say, well, Martin, I got a big dog. I'll let him on out. Okay, you got a big dog, maybe, okay. I don't think a big dog will do nothing to a pistol. Somebody got a gun because he probably shoot you and the dog. They've been known that. This is real, people. Listen, let me address somebody. Carlos said, are you teaching youth with arguments on Facebook? Listen, people, anybody, let me say something, have a right to defend themselves. I can say whatever I want to say on my page. I'm not talking about if you go on somebody else's page and start lip boxing with them and jab-jabbing with them on there. But on your page, you can say anything you want. That's your right. And I'm going to say whatever I want to pay. I'm not going to let nobody out there in social media world tell me what I can't talk about. Period. On my page. Period. I hope that answers your question. All right. All right. We talked about the ATM machines. We talked about sitting in cars. We talked about pumping gas. We talked about leaving the car running. We talked about taking out the garbage. Now, I'll say this too, people. Be careful where you get your gas pumped at. Now I know a lot of you guys buy weed from the gas station, from the guys that loose cigarettes and all that, man. But when it's a gas station with a lot of activity going on, you shouldn't even go there. It's not even worth it. It's not even worth it. Trust me. People out there selling loose squares, selling weed, selling whatever in front of these gas stations. That's too much activity going on. Go on down the block somewhere where there's less activity going on. Period. Save yourself some trouble. Period. I'm just trying to prevent some things, people. Yeah. Somebody said, Carlos said, argue with another person on Facebook isn't showing intelligence. Sad. Well, that's your opinion, brother. You're arguing. This is your platform. It does say what's on your mind. That's what the social media said. What's on your mind? Listen, people use their platform to vent. You can say whatever you want on your platform. We talk about immigrants, they get mad. You talk about Jews, they get mad. You talk about gays, they get mad. You talk about criminals, they get mad. Talk about family members, they get mad. You talk about preachers, they get mad. Hey, you talk about community activists, they get mad. You talk about rappers, they get mad. Tell you, we trying to make things happen in this community. You know what I'm saying? We trying to listen. We trying to make things happen for our people, especially our young people. And don't get me wrong, I appreciate anybody out there that's a mentor, an educator, a coach, or a servant of the community that's trying to help the community. I appreciate you out. I appreciate you. And if I can help you in any kind of way, I would help you. But I'm not helping no trouble risers, trouble whatever you call them. I'm not helping them. I always lip boxing on social media, threatening folks on social media, beating them up and slapping them, all that. I'm not helping those type of people at all. Conning people out of money and all that. Lying. I'm not helping them type of people. I'm calling them type of people out. Period. Period. Somebody said, would you sit down with Charleston White? Anytime. I would love to have a discussion with him. I love to see his opinion. I would love to sit down with Charleston White. Charleston White, if you listen to this, I would love to sit down with you and have a one-on-one, a dialogue with you. I would love to do that. I would love it. Period. Set it up if y'all want it. Set it up. Be happy to do it. Period. So, I mean, we have to, people, we listen. Let me just say this. None of us, those of us that call ourselves helping the community, myself, Tyrone, Charles McKenzie, Michael Earhart, none of us should be irreproachable. A lot of us that serve in these communities, we should be easily entreated. People should be able to come up to us and talk with us. They should be able to call us. They should be able to inbox us and talk with us and dialogue with us respectfully. Respectfully. Now, don't come on here, call yourself disrespecting an activist, whether that be me or Tyrone or Michael Earhart or Larry Daniels or any one of us. Then you expect us to bow down and don't say nothing. No, that ain't how that works. We got to respect one another. Everybody got their role to play. I can't be a Tyrone. Tyrone can't be me. I can't be a Michael Earhart. Charles McKenzie can't be me. I can't be him. Everybody got their own role. Eric Russell got his role. Charles McKenzie got his role. Michael Earhart got his role. Larry Daniels got his role. Daryl Smith got his role. Tyrone got his role. I got my role. Everybody got their role to play. Everybody got their role. But we should be approachable. People should be able to touch us and reach out to us. But you have to reach out to us in respect, period. You might not agree the way we do things. We're not perfect. I don't think no activist on here claim to be perfect and know everything, including myself. And none of us shouldn't be above reproach or being checked, period. There's nothing wrong with checking another person, but it's how you do it. You could be right with everything you saying, but it's how you do it, period. A brother reached out to me the other day, and he had a problem with a post that I posted. No problem. But he came to me in love, and we settled it. And that's good. And that's how it's supposed to be. You can't come at nobody like a dragon, talking crazy, and expect to get some good results. That's not going to happen. All that's going to do is it's going to be a comeback mode. You're going to get in combat mode then. When you want to talk to a brother, you address him in a meaningful or polite way, especially if you need him to do something for you. And that's how men carry on. That's how we do it. That's how we supposed to do it. And y'all know I don't bother nobody. And I ain't going to let none of y'all out there tell me what I should say on my platform. You don't have to watch it, period. And some of y'all out there, you love mess. The only time you comment on this platform or share something or like something when it's a mess. That's the only time. Some of y'all don't even see you on this platform. You ain't never shared the video. You ain't never liked the video. But the moment you think I'm into it with somebody or some chaos going on, you right there. You glued in. Period. You never supported this page. You've been a hater of this page. And you know, and I know you have. Then when I block you and get rid of you, oh, I'm being mean. I'm wrong for that. Now you're playing victim. You ain't never supported Martin Johnson. And I ain't talking about no money either. Period. There's more than one way to support this page. You can like it, you can share it, you can talk about it. It's more than one way. You can watch it. It ain't about no money all the time. Period. Period, people. Yeah. Now you know what killed me? When these other races of people come on here trying to tell us black people how to handle something. They killed me with that. Who died and left y'all God? Period. And I'm gonna tell you, everybody is not worthy of being helped. Trust me. Ain't listen. First of all, let me tell everybody out there what I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna lock up with nobody that's sexual abusing children, beating on women, talking about they gonna slap women. I'm not getting. Listen, I don't link with them people like that. You're not gonna come on this platform. No, I'm not shaking hands with you and locking arms with you. If you out there disrespecting black women and sexually abusing children and taking advantage and grooming children, no, we're not one. No, we are. We on totally two different pages. I'm not part of that, and I'm not gonna smile for the camera to let people know I'm with you. No, I'm not gonna do that. Period. I got standards. Period. And you got, listen, let me say this too. You're right, Mona. You got people out here that's doing work in the community, you never hear their name. You don't even know they exist, but they put their money where their mouth is. They're helping people behind the scenes. They're doing it. They're doing it. Trust me. Because you don't see a person on the internet or social media platform doing things and all that. Everybody don't be on social media showing people what they're doing. That's okay. You got people out here that feed people all the time. They're not on social media. You got people that give to people all the time. They're not on social media doing it. Period. And if we're going to serve the community, we have to serve the community right, people. Listen, how can we, as community activists, people servants of the community, knowing that this brother or sister taking advantage of the people and we don't say nothing? I mean, come on, man. We just as guilty. Silence give consent. We got to be checked. If Martin Johnson get out of line, he got to be checked. Period. Period. If Tyrone get out of line, he got to be checked. If any one of us get in check, any one of us, we got to get checked. We're trying to help folks. And at the same time, we're trying to survive too. Some people have dedicated their lives to the activism. This is their job. So they need the donations to function. This is their job. This ain't the only thing I do. Period. So when we get out of order, we got to get checked. Period. And we can't, as community activists, we can't go along with people that's hurting the community. Robbing folks. We can't do it. At all. We can't do it. We got to be one. We got to help each other. We got different categories. Period. We got to help these young folks. Period. That's right, Tyrone. Listen to what Tyrone put up there. He 100% right. We got to get called out when we on that BS, period. And he right. I respect Tyrone for that. Me and Tyrone have got into it, but it's gone. It's squash. You know what I'm saying? So it can happen, people. But we're not going to tolerate no BS. We're not going to tolerate people disrespecting black women. We're not going to tolerate violating children. We're not going to tolerate that at all. Period. We're not going to tolerate making fun of poor people, less fortunate people. We're not going to tolerate when one of these activists do something to somebody and they don't make it right. We're not going to tolerate that. Now, ain't none of us perfect. But certain things we just not going to tolerate. And we got to call people out. Give y'all an example. People got mad at me for that other crime chaser guy for stealing my name. And I said something. I didn't have no issue with nobody else chasing crime. Period. Have your own name. Do your own brand. That's all I'm asking. It's enough work out for all of us. With all us put together, we ain't gonna be able to get all the crime out here. I don't care about that. But don't use me, my name, and my hard work to gain clout off my name. Period. I don't want people to mistake me for somebody saying something they ain't had no business saying. You can listen. You can't be out here chasing crime and think you out here gonna be talking crazy to people, saying things on Facebook you ought not to be saying, talking about people, children, and all that. People take offense for that. Period. You got to be careful when you go on these crime scenes and video these crime scenes. This ain't no joke out here. It can cost you your life. Period. It's no joke. It's not a joking matter. People around here making a joke of crime chase. It's a serious thing. Go on out there with that camera and show something you ain't got no business showing. You might not be here. It's a small world. I appreciate every last one of you guys out here. Yeah. And now again, I'm going to say to any parents out there that going to allow your children to go to church, basketball game, baseball game, football games, to a person that you don't know nothing about, you don't know how they look, shame on you. You crazy. Yeah, I said you crazy. You crazy. And I was telling that other crime chaser guy, how can you call yourself representing the community and the community don't even know who you are? What are you hiding? Why are you hiding your face? What's the big secret? If you serving the community, if you're doing this for the community like you say you're doing, show your face. Introduce yourself to the community. Hey, my name is such and such and such and such. And I'm here to serve the community and blah, 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 blah. Y'all don't see me hiding my face. I'm out in the open. Matter of fact, I'm taking pictures with folks. So right there, that should give you a red flag right there. Something ain't right. Who is this brother? Who is this reporting? Why is he saying that? Where did he come from? That's all I'm saying, people. Be careful. Be careful what you entertain. It's real out here, people. And I'm going to say it again, too. For those of you that love to talk about the victims that's in the street, get shot and killed, and you get on these little crime chase pages and talk crazy about these victims, it's a small world. Somebody got somebody out here that love them, and they'll kill you for them, for their loved one. And I'm telling you, be careful what you say. Keep your personal comments to yourself or to your little circle. Don't bring them on social media when they're making comments on people, loved ones, being victimized. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you. And we don't need no foreigners coming on here telling us how we should talk either. It's black folks talking, family members, at all. Yeah, I said it boldly. I love being black. Right. 2024, people. Time for the bad stuff. Let's look forward. Let's press forward. Let's call all this stuff out that ain't right and let us get right and let us serve the people and let our people move for the future. Be great. I want all us to win. I want us to win, people. I want us to win. Yeah. All right. I thank y'all, people. I think I've been on here long enough, about an hour. Thank you, Tyrone, for your comments. Thank you, all the people in the messages. Thank any community activists that's doing what they're supposed to do. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you guys. Hey, keep doing what you're doing. It's 2024. I wish you Godspeed. I wish y'all nothing but blessing, prosperity, and all. Anybody that's doing right by the people, I wish you Godspeed and prosperity. And those that's doing wrong by the people, I'm praying that you get exposed. That's what I'm praying for. Period. Taking advantage of the people. Mm-hmm. Somebody said that name you got was from some. No, it wasn't nothing from brother. That's my name, brother. Trust me. You don't know what you're talking about, brother. Better do your homework. Do your homework. That's right. Hey, Tyrone, let me say this too while you're on here. Now, a lot of people, now listen, I've had this certain activist. I done got into it with him maybe 4 to 5 times. It's like a pattern every 5, 6 months. Get on here, say some things, and run their mouth. Then they want all that squash it. Now you want no. I'm not. Listen, I'm not that type of person. You got a couple of times to wrong me, and after that, I'm done with you. I'm not accepting no apology from you because there's a pattern right there. And when you see patterns like that, you know this person don't mean what they say. That's all I'm saying, people. It's like a cheating husband. He keep going out there, sleeping with women, sleeping with women, sleeping with women. Eventually, you're going to get tired of him and leave him, get rid of him. Or a woman. Eventually, you're going to get tired. Folks, how you know a person is truly serious about apologizing to another person, they won't do what they do. They won't repeat it again. The same drama over and over and over. I ain't standing for it, people. I'm not going into New Year's like that. You stay on your side, I stay on my side. You do what you do, I do what I do. But we're not locking up arms. We're not squash. We ain't nothing to squash. You already showed me how you feel about me. It's the fourth, fifth time. You don't mean business. You don't mean what you say. Period. Got an active 4, 5. Got into it active 4, 5 different times. Period. That's it, people. Brother, you don't know what you talking about, Miss Veronica Mitchell, whoever you are. You don't know what you talking about. You ain't never heard that name until I said it. Trust me. You ain't never. You don't even know what it means. You a hater. You Google that name, I'll go all around the world. Go back on my page. You can go back 10 years. Not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, 7, or 8. You can go back on my page. No, I didn't find out who that was on 87th Street, people. That was under that thing. So, people, I appreciate you guys. Happy New Year. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate every last one. Again, thank you, Tyrone. Thank a lot of you guys. I get a chance to holler you guys' name out for coming on here this early. I think let me see what time it is. Early morning. Appreciate you. This is 2024. We got to do better. We got to work together. We got to love on each other. And we might not always agree with each other. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes, when we disagree with each other, we got to do it in such a way that it don't affect the unity of all of us. And some things I'm not going to tolerate. I told you that. But disagreements do happen. And sometimes it's good for separation. Then once we get ourselves together, get everything back right, we come back together, merge, and be a strong body. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. But we have to stay focused on, it's not about us, who the biggest, who the baddest, who got the best platform. It's about getting the work done. And people such as Tyrone, myself, George, Michael Earhart, a lot of us, Charles, we have dedicated our life to community activism. There's a lot more out there too. I'm just calling a few names. We have dedicated our lives to this, to helping people. Some of us have made mistakes. I've made mistakes. I've said stuff that I ain't had no business saying as far as the crime and showing too much. I made mistakes. I admit it. But I corrected them. And what you're not going to hear me on here threaten another community activist. You're not going to hear me disrespecting black women on here on social media or in private or in person. You're not going to hear me do that. Period. But what you're going to hear and see me do is defend myself at all costs. Now, I got that right. You ain't going to tell me I can't do that. Period. And like I said earlier, last year, you can say whatever you want on your page. That's your page. You have that freedom of expression. But when you come on this page and being disrespectful, then I'm going to deal with you right where you stand. Period. Remember, we still living in America, freedom of speech. Period. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. All right. Brother Tyrone, ain't nothing called, hey, Brother Tyrone, I can say before man and God, I didn't say nothing about that man, period. I'm not even going to mention his name. I didn't start, the man started with me, bro. I ain't, You know how you can make a jab at somebody? I ain't even make a jab at him. The man came at me, and this is, listen, brother, this is like the fourth or fifth time I got into it with this brother. I'm done with him. Period. Period. So if y'all want me to come somewhere and he gonna be there, I'm not going. Period. Period. So it's period. You know, and you're not gonna continue to disrespect Martin. Then you're gonna get on the internet talking about we need to squat. No, it ain't no. No. You don't mean nothing you say. Your word is no good. Your words fall on deaf ears in my book. Period. That's a pattern. Every 5-6 months you get into it with me. Man, I ain't even mentioned your name and said your name on my platform, and you come at me. And I'm supposed to just sit here and let you take it. Oh, you know he crazy, Martin, and don't go and let him do what he could do, and that's just him. No, he ain't gonna do that to me. I'm not you. See, I don't play them girl games. I'm a man. Period. Listen, we don't have to be friends. A lot of these people out here don't even know me personally, don't even know nothing about my background. Period. But you'll find out. You pull a stunt on me, you're gonna find out. But I'll say this: it's a matter of respect, people. We don't have to sit down and eat dinner and go out together and kick it and do all that. It's respect. When we see one another, we respect each other's platform. We respect each other's work. That's all what it's about. I've had a lot of people come in my inbox say this about this person, that person. Do that means I go run and tell the whole internet? No. 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 Brother, the best way to crush any beef with me, anybody that I'm into, would tell them to stay away from me. Period. That's it. That's crushing it for me. Stay away from me. Stay away from me. Stay away from me. Period. And we got to be careful too, people, when we say something to people in a threatened manner, because threats are not taken lightly, people. You got to be careful. You can't get on social media and tell an audience of people what you're gonna do to somebody. That's a dangerous thing, because you don't know what the mindset of the next person is. So you got to be careful, people, when you get on here and talk about you gonna smack this person or shoot this person or whoop this person. You got to be careful what you say out of your mouth, because it's some people out here you're gonna have to show them what you're gonna do to them. Period. All right, I'm done talking about this, people. Uh, all right, people. Thank y'all for y'all comments, good or bad, whether I like them or not. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for just coming on here, taking the time to listen. I hope you guys learned a little bit about me, and I did get some crime preventative things that you can do to avoid from being a victim. So thank you so much. Thank you all. I want to thank my partner Vera Giles Norris. I've been working with her for the last 5-6 years, probably longer than that, and we work lovely together. We ain't never had a beef or nothing like that. Never, never, never. Never. I tell you, never. Thank y'all so much. Thank all my supporters, those Peggy gave for your blessing. Thank you all of y'all. Thank y'all so much. Peace out.